because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X here. Welcome to my review of Destiny 2, the Lightfall expansion. Now, yes, I know it's been a week since I posted my last video, which was the Hogwarts Legacy, my Hogwarts Legacy review. I've been sick. I got really sick over the last weekend. It sucked really bad because, again, I had so much content planned for this week, this past week, and I couldn't I put it out. So yeah, so if you hear like I'm just so congested and I'm coughing stuff, I apologize, but I'm still very much sick. Stuff still getting better, But I said I don't want to keep these beautiful people waiting any longer for some more content, and I have some games that I want to talk about. So the first game up is the Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. When I was sick in my bed and I was coughing and I was literally going through tissues and stuff, I brought the Destiny 2 Lightfall expansion. Now again, those that do not know me, I am a long-time fan of this franchise. I am a huge Destiny fan. I've been that way since the beta of Destiny 1 and stuff, and playing D1. I remember grinding out like I think I played the Destiny 1 more than Destiny 2 and stuff, but yeah, but the no, Destiny 2, Destiny 1, Destiny 2, but just grinding hours and stuff, and I just fell in love with the game. Now at Destiny 2, I kind of felt in and out of love with it. I know I played the year one of Destiny 1 a lot, but then again, when they started to implement seasons and season passes, and I'm just like, okay, it was like the same it was kind of like the same content over and over and over again and stuff. And when they started to sunset weapons from the game and stuff, and basically the game got so complex that I was just like, I would leave for like months time and stuff, or damn near a year, and then come back. I'm just like, mods, perks, abilities and stuff, new subclass, fragments, and all that. I'm just like, new season and stuff. It's just like, what's going on? So it was very overwhelming to for a returning player like me. But recently I've been jumping back into it, and lo and behold, Lightfall is upon us, and man, what a disappointment that this was and stuff. But yeah, spoiler warning. I'm gonna talk about the plot, all the details and stuff. But this is gonna be different from my regular reviews where I break it down from story to gameplay and stuff. We all know what Destiny is at this point and stuff. And if you play the Destiny, you know the gameplay loop of it is a looter based shooter MMO and stuff. You don't know what it is and stuff. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be really just talking about the story for the most part. So but if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you check this video out because they'll check it out so much. And this is my review of Destiny 2, the Lightfall. Alright, jumping straight into Lightfall. What is it about and stuff? Do we finally get this epic conclusion of the light and darkness saga? No, and stuff. So this was Destiny's creme de la creme. This was Destiny's like if what's the next DLC? Final Shape, I heard and stuff, and that's the end game. this was Infinity War and stuff. Like, you know, when Marvel was at its peak and didn't suck ass and literally fall, like, went for, like, literally Marvel went from right here to just collapse and stuff. But this was the Destiny's Infinity Saga. This was Infinity War, and that's when will be Endgame. But man, so when this first got announced, I was really excited for this because Lightfall. I'm like, holy shoot! I saw the posters. I'm like, okay, this is where it's gonna get dark. The darkness is here. The pyramid ships and stuff. You know, they came for the Traveler. It's about to be this big battles of every Guardian, Zavala, it's the everybody from the tower has to band together and stuff and stand up against the darkness. And what we got was just this neon 80s theme, cyberpunk-ish CD. Everything is bright, colorful, jokey, and it's just like, it's Lightfall. How can they say Lightfall, which is supposed to mean the downfall of, you know, everything, the apocalypse, and it's just like, everything's just so like upbeat and vibrant and joking. It's like, I didn't feel it. So that's the one thing that struck me out the most, is like, oh, okay. But yeah, so start off with the plot details. Basically, you start off seeing a cutscene. Now, the witness, the darkness is finally here in full form, but you know, it's in the form of this character called or this entity called the Witness. And the Witness is literally here to basically take over the Traveler and wipe out, you know, our species and stuff. Now, the Witness looks badass and stuff. Like the Witness is like that, just like, you know, just floats in the air, has all of those little smoke and stuff going from its skull and stuff. Very intimidating and stuff, and it's very powerful. Like, so we get this cutscene where we're in space, and you know, and Amanda and we all are battling the darkness and the Cabal ships with the Shallys, which I will get into a moment. But yeah, no, so we battle it, and the Witness just comes out and sends a beam from one of the pyramid ships, and it literally obliterates every ship. Like, the Witness is powerful as fuck. Like, the Witness is nothing to be like play around with. And I wish that they dive more into this character. So the Witness is here, and literally, you can see like the Witness's potential as a character was there to be like, the Witness could have been Thanos. Like, okay, don't play with this. Like, this is a real threat. Flicked her wrists and literally sliced a Guardian in half and this ghost. So I'm like, oh shit, like that is serious and stuff. And they're looking for this thing called the Veil, for the Travel. But basically, it's like to harness like the power. They didn't even explain what the Veil was. It's just like, oh, we gotta find the Veil. We gotta protect the Veil. Where's the Veil? I don't know. Veil, like, and stuff. So they didn't explain that and stuff. But then, yeah, the cutscene fades to black, and we basically follow Osiris to this place called Niramuna, you know, the city in Neptune, because again, Callus is back. Is one of the Witness disciples, and we all know who Callus is from the Vanilla Destiny 2. You know, he was part of the raid, and this is what I hate the most and stuff, and this is why I still view the Witch Queen as one of the best expansions besides Taken King from Destiny 1. The fact that Witch Queen had enemies to use the light, our powers against us. That was so unique, and the story and stuff, just getting like the background as a character, Sabathun as a character stuff, that it was great. It's like, even for and I don't play Destiny like I used to, but I know the story, so that was a great expansion. And we go from that to here, where this was supposed to be a build-up of it, and it's just like we're just fighting Cabal. We went from Hive that had our powers that were so cool, and that the only way to kill them was to crush their ghost, because if not, they could be revived. We went from that to just fighting regular Cabal. Yes, so they have one basically just like one ability where some of them can carry shields, and then they die, it can protect them, but it's basically just a copy and paste of the Cabal that we've been fighting for years. It's a decade at this point. And it just blew my mind. So yeah, so the witness tells Calyx to go to Neptune and to find this place called the Veil. Don't worry about it, because they don't explain what the fuck the Veil is and stuff, and it's just like Osiris, like, we gotta protect the Veil, we gotta protect the Veil, we gotta do this, we gotta, like, someone explain to me what's going on. And literally the witness is just like, so we leave Earth and stuff, and I don't know what's going on at Earth and stuff. They never cut back to what's going on at Earth on the Traveler. They never cut back and stuff. The only time we see the witness is cutscenes with it and Calyx, and it's just like, so we spent our whole time at Neptune, and it's just like protecting this place that we know nothing about, that they don't tell us and stuff. And it's just like, I don't know. It's I thought that it was going to be like Darkness enemies, but hey, they did bring one enemy to the game: the Tormentors. Let's talk about them. Boy, is those enemies not to be played with. This is what I wanted to see. We should have had like a different Darkness faction. Like, okay, like for test the birth of Destiny, they talk about the Darkness and this build up and stuff. Now this all powerful, the most powerful enemy in Destiny universe is here. Why the hell is she just calling out Cabal? Why she don't have the power to raise a Darkness army and to bring something new, like literally Oryx did with the Taken and stuff? It's just like, I just understand, like, I maybe I was expecting a little bit more, but it's just like, it just feels so lackluster. Like they just went like, oh, okay, let's do a different paint job on their armor and call them the Shadow Legion. Boom, new enemies. No, it's not. It's not. It's just a lazy cop out and stuff, where they could literally took this and say, okay, the Darkness is here, the Witness is here. These are the new enemies. You could have the Tormentors and some other enemies, a whole brand new Darkness faction. That would have been so groundbreaking, instead of just saying, oh, okay, here's Cabal with a different with a different skin, and yeah. It's to me, that's just lazy. It's Bungie, come on now. So just, I don't know, but yeah, the Tormentors, very fierce and stuff, very dangerous and stuff. They can wipe you out and stuff. And I love that grab ability where they can grab you and suck like the light out of you and stuff. Those were the only enemies I enjoyed fighting in this whole expansion. The Cabal, I didn't care less about. But every time when you saw one and said Tormentor approaching, you had to stop everything and focus on them, because they would charge at you, they would run at you and stuff. They have void abilities where they swing in the air and they shoot like void waves at you and stuff, or they hit the ground with their staff. And they're the most coolest enemies to date. And I just wish that literally, instead of just having a generic army of Cabal that we've been fighting for years, they could have had the Tormentors with a brand new Darkness type enemy that fits the theme. But no, and stuff. So that kind of stuff. Maybe in the next expansion, but so basically, when you get to Neptune, you're introduced to this neon cyberpunk themed city of Ninamuna and stuff. If I'm saying that right and stuff, and then you meet the Cloud Striders. These technological advanced subhuman stuff that's like machine part. It's basically like cyberpunk. Like they took a page out of cyberpunk and said, okay, so we're gonna do that. I want a twist and stuff. And the Cloud Striders as a character, I didn't care for Nimbus and Rohan. I didn't care and stuff. It's like. And I saw a lot of people giving like Nimbus flack about how jokey he was. Like he's comparing to, like people comparing him to like Marvel and stuff. I did find that annoying, but I just didn't enjoy him as a character. Like your city is under siege by Cabal, and it's just like you're not doing nothing. You're just sitting in the tower. Like we only literally we only get a few cutscenes with them. Then Rohan dies literally in the second half of DLC. Like I'm supposed to care about him dying? It's like we just met him. No character development, no nothing for these characters. It's like these brand new characters in the game, but they just like once again just act as just hollow and stuff. No depth to them, no story to them. Just make one of them the serious, grouchy old man, and the young one just a jokey, fun-loving, playing around guy. And it's just like. Why? What's going on here? So like, and this is my biggest part and stuff about this DLC could have been so much impactful if a major character would have died and stuff. Like imagine having Ikora or some Zavala and stuff die in this expansion. That could really turn the tables and really have that emotional impact instead of having this generic character died in less than like an hour into the DLC and stuff that you have no attachment to. But Zavala and Ikora has been there since the start. Like that would have been so much impactful. Like where is the destruction? Where is the darkness and stuff? Where is the imminent threat? Like, oh my god, we have to fight to survive. No, we spend the whole time on Neptune looking for this place called the Veil. Don't even know what it is. Fighting generic Cabal with just a different skin and a different name, and fighting Callus that you already fought in the raid. It's just like, what happened between the Witch Queen so putting new life into it to this? Because this is supposed to be your Affinity War, and that's supposed to be the end game. Because again, this is supposed to be the start of the conclusion of the Dark and Light saga. This is it, Bungie. This is it. This is supposed to be the start of it all. The end. You literally have our end begins, and all we got was just bright, colorful, and stuff. It's just the story to me is not great and stuff. Literally, where is the witness? Like we don't even get to interact with the witness. We only see the witness in the beginning, and like 2-3 cutscenes with Callus on his ship, and then at the end when basically she cuts a triangle in the oh my god, the ending where she cuts a triangle in the Traveler, and people are like either saying the Traveler is dead or is not, and she just goes in with her pyramid ships. And yeah, and just like that's how it ends. no epic boss fight, no like. Can you imagine if we actually got to go inside the Traveler and have to confront the witness? Yes, we may lose because again, it's Lightfall. We may lose, but that would be so incredible. But we got just a generic ending where the witness just goes into the Traveler, and Zavala said that the Traveler has died, and and I don't know how we still have our light, and it's just like, and no one cares. Like everyone's go back to the tower and just like, so any bounties today? It's just the witness really took the Traveler, and nobody is fighting for it. Nobody is sad about it. Nobody is gonna try to stop it. Everybody just like, yeah, it sucks. I know how it's still alive, but yeah, keep fighting, keep pushing, Guardian. The fuck is this? What is this? The most all-powerful enemy in the Destiny universe, and nobody gives a shit. The characters don't give a shit. Your guard doesn't give a shit. All you guys focus on was just this veil. That's it. And okay, so that's the plot of it. And yes, I'm gonna rant on rant and stuff. But let's talk about the new subclass Strand. Now, this was the only fun part about this whole DLC. Strand is amazing to use and stuff during the story and stuff. It's very fun. Of course, every game needs to have a grappling hook now. First, it was Halo Infinite, then it was some other game, but now it doesn't need. So it's basically that this subclass is basically just a movement and stuff. Now again, I play as a hunter. I've been that way since day one. I've been able to grapple in the air and swing like Spider-Man and stuff, literally, and stuff, and just it's like this subclass and stuff is very fun. It's basically like Stasis. The only part I hate that they kept teasing you throughout the story. Like, okay, so there'll be some parts in the story where you can get access to Strand, and then and once you do, it changes the gameplay up. It's like your melee attack stuff and the super, where whereas the hunter has this big rope and stuff and just swinging it around and stuff. It's very fun and stuff, and just swinging it like and just grappling in the air and swinging above enemies and meleeing them and stuff. It's a very fun subclass, and literally this story focuses on heavily. Like, they talk about Strand a lot, more than they should have, but I don't like it how they kept teasing you in the story. Like, okay, his section with Strand, power up and stuff, slay all the enemies, and then literally afterwards your character will just crap out and stuff and say exhausted, and then it's just back to your regular subclass. And it's just like you don't get access to Strand until the end of the campaign, which is just like, why? But yeah, Strand was the only fun part for me. Now again, I did not unlock how many fragments yet and stuff. I'm still working on that, but that's the only fun part to me, was a new subclass and stuff. Like, and that's a shame and stuff, because again, a subclass is only one part of it, but the story is supposed to carry it. But Strand was the only fun part to me. As far as Lena Munalina and stuff, I can't say that city's name. It's cool and stuff. The city is very vibrant, but it's very barren. It's really nothing to do, and I was taken back by it because it's like, it's kind of small, and it's the design is great, but really it's just empty. Like, I thought that would be some people there or some, because again, it's a city and stuff. It's not like it's not like the European Dead Zone on Earth or or Europa, which is just barren and stuff. No, this city has life in it. Where are the civilians? They even had a newscaster, and on the radio. It's like this city could have been like so lightful, but it's just like another destination and stuff. And I wish that it wasn't. So I wish that it stuck to this name, Lightfall. No, made this expansion dark, like dark and gritty. Like this is it, and we had to fight on Earth, not in Neptune, not in this bright neon cities on Earth, and the witness was there, and the pyramid ships, and literally we had to battle and stuff. Maybe we lose our light again, and maybe that we have to find it and stuff, and that we find strength and stuff. We're bound to win. This expansion could have been on so many levels. Cut out the generic, cut out the Cabal and Callus, and make a darkness focused enemy and stuff with the Tormentor stuff. That will bring so much fear and stuff, like, oh shit, and have the darkness enemies powerful that they literally wipe out every faction of enemy, Cabal, Hive, Vex, Fallen and stuff, and make them there are the threat, and they are here and stuff. But again, all they did was just gave us some more Cabal to fight. And I mean, the boss battle for Calyx, it was just like everything about this DLC was just so lackluster and generic. Like, they really dropped the ball and stuff. So yeah, so take this to my tier list. With that being said, I'm giving this expansion, I'm sorry, I love Destiny, but I'm giving this a trash tier. A trash tier. That's where it belongs, in the garbage can, because I was really excited about this DLC and what I experienced throughout, the whole campaign and stuff. The only bright spot I would give is the Strand subclass. That's it. Everything else is just like copy and paste. It's like we went from such a great, upbeat story of the Witch Queen, and just literally fell flat on our face when this was the time, Bungie. This is your Infinity Saga. This was the time where all eyes were on Destiny. The epic conclusion of the Dark and Light Saga. The epic battle between the Traveler and the Darkness. The Witness. Between the Guardians and stuff. Who will come out on top? Who will be the last one saying, will we survive? And all we got was just that. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're out so much. Comment down below, have you played Lightfall? So what do you do? What do you think about it and stuff? No. Do you agree with my, some of my points about it? Again, as a Destiny fan, this could be so much better. And Bungie just dropped the ball completely. Do better. Stay safe, guys. Take it easy. Peace.